Welcome to TruLoveSports.com. I'm Henry Johnson.
And I'm Joshua Johnson. We're talking top matchups of the NFL weekend.
I'll start with Green Bay at Seattle.
Okay, Green Bay visiting the Super Bowl winning Seattle Seahawks. This will be an interesting game with Seattle getting their rings beforehand and see how much of a distraction that might be. Of course, Seattle is one of the toughest places to play. So Green Bay is going to have their work cut out for them. Green Bay does believe they have an improved defense, and Seattle doesn't have the best offense. So that could be an intriguing matchup there, as well as, of course, the high-powered Seattle defense against this interesting Green Bay offense. They've added some weapons the offseason in Devontae Adams and Jeff Janis. Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb should be both back at full strength. And, of course, Eddie Lacy behind Aaron Rodgers looks to improve on his massive rookie season. As far as Seattle, they've also added some weapons. They got Paul Richardson in the passing game to complement Doug Baldwin, as well as Zach Miller. I'd like to see some good things from the tight end, Zach Miller. Of course, beast mode is gonna be the main focus of the offense, like he always is. The guy's a real good game manager. We'll see how that works out there tomorrow or Thursday night, I should say, in Seattle. Any thoughts on that game, Henry?
Well, I think as you say, the new rings might be a little distraction for Seattle, and like I said, you can expect a lot of the big players like beast mode and Richard Sherman to really have a good game, but since it's the beginning of the season, some guys have just kind of gotten all hyped up, and they might not play their best. If Seattle wins, they'd only win. I wouldn't expect them to win more by a touchdown. Let's talk about like Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. You can expect him to really have a good game. He doesn't have that much of a distraction. He doesn't have those rings, so he has like one ring. So he doesn't have that much of a distraction. You can definitely expect Eddie Lacy to get a few nice, good yards. But yeah, anyways. Next we have Indianapolis at Denver.
At Denver. We've just learned that Wes Welker has been suspended for the first 4 games. He will not be eligible to return until week 6 after their bye week for taking ecstasy laced with methamphetamine. Maybe just amphetamine. I'll check on that. But anyway, interesting game here. Fantasy owners, after that news, you want to take a look at Cody Lattimore, certainly. Emmanuel Sanders also gets a boost. Of course, Demaryius Thomas is awesome. This Denver offense is awesome. They don't need Welker, so I wouldn't put a whole lot of stress on there. Monte Ball is going to be the man. See how that works out. Did have the appendectomy earlier in August, so I'm not sold that he's going to be the guy. They also have Hillman and C.J. Anderson to back him up. Hillman looks like the nice change of pace back, third down reception kind of back. So, this Denver defense is going to go up against a Colts defense that feels like they've improved over the season. The big addition of DeQuell Jackson at linebacker should be big, but remember they're missing Mathis for this first couple of games as well. So that'll be an interesting matchup there. Of course, Denver at home with Peyton Manning, you got to give them an edge. They should certainly be favored. I'd like to see Denver probably win this game by 5 to 7 points. I think the Colts are going to have their work cut out for them. They've added some weapons as well offensively with Hakeem Nicks and Trent Richardson. Now knowing the playbook, he should hopefully be a little bit better in that offense. So they're going to be depending on him to do a lot for this offense and open things up for the playmakers. Reggie Wayne appears to be back at full strength as well. A couple really good tight ends. So they have options there in Indy, but I don't see them winning this game. Any thoughts on that game, Henry?
Well, I am not a Denver fan because I like the Patriots. But anyways, I know that Denver offense is really going to be good. But we do have quite a few guys suspended. And it could be a setback. And after last year's, setback in the Super Bowl, they might not be that focused. Getting started on this 2014 season. And also, Peyton Manning might have a distraction playing his former team.
Well, that's good. That's a good point. He might be really up for it, though, too. Finally, we just want to leave you with the news that broke last night, or yesterday, I should say. J.J. Watt signs a 6-year, $100 million deal to stay with the Texans. With Watt and Clowney and hopefully Cushing healthy in the middle, that defense could be very, very strong.
He's the highest paid tight end.
Yeah, kind of the NBA's version, or the NFL's version of the NBA's big three there, I think could potentially be there for next handful of years and be dangerous. And hopefully Houston can pull themselves out of that harsh season that they've endured.
Yeah, and they also got Jadeveon Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney, yes, exactly. So this has been TrueLoveSports.com NFL Top Matchup of the Week. Enjoy the first week of football, people. Have a great day.